Hey, good morning, my YouTube friends and family. Let me just start off by saying that what I'm about to say is really sad and it's quite disturbing at the same time. So we're going to get straight to it. So apparently, two twins was, they drowned. Apparently what happened in the news story is that the boy and the girl, who are twins, was being watched by their great grandmother, who has Alzheimer's. So, and the mom works, she has her own business and whatnot. And apparently, the two kids, the back door was left open and the both of them went outside, got into the pool, and they didn't make it. And when the mother came home, she was trying to figure out where the kids was. I guess she was asking her grandmother, who was the great grandmother of her kids, was asking where are the babies at? Are they asleep? And then I believe the grandmother couldn't remember where they were. So she's frantically running around the house and whatnot. The story got deeper. It was another story that I read that they can only release so much on the news. But I read deeper into it, and she went outside and she saw them at the bottom of the pool. She saw them at the bottom of the pool, got them out, administered CPR. I believe they both came around. And then as the paramedics got there, they did what they needed to do. And it was said that an hour later, they both passed. So condolences to that family and to the mom. That is very, very tragic to come home. You leave for the day for work and come home and find that your siblings is no longer here. Okay. I understand how it is to have someone with dementia or Alzheimer's, because my grandma, Grandma Ruthie, may you rest in peace, she passed from dementia. So I know they say it's different, but to me, I believe they both the same to me. But yeah, but it's a whole nother story. Even though it relates. We got to take care of our elderly properly. If you know someone or have known someone who had dementia or Alzheimer's, they should not be left alone. They should not be in the care of other people. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. They should not care for other people. It's just one of those things that as they get older, their health starts to decline. And when you start to see that, you have to just be mindful that, hey, okay, I think we need to be prepared to take our next steps. But this is really difficult for me, you guys. When I seen the picture of the two babies, I was just like, OMG, like, wow, are you serious? So yeah, we have to be mindful. We have to be careful of the things that we do. basically, I think it boils down to it that we should not have anyone who is suffering from a disease to allow them to care for other individuals. I know sometimes it may be depending on the level of or the severity of the disease. Sometimes, you know, it may not seem like it's bothersome, but as it progresses, it can get worse, and it can get worse. So we need to be mindful of that. But it's just crazy how the mom left the home and everything was fine, and then, you know, but apparently there's other siblings. There's like 6 other kids or something like that, I believe, and she was caring. The mother was the sole breadwinner of the home, and go off to work, come home. Not only that you have one child that passed, but you have 2, you know. And usually with twins, they stick together. Like when one goes somewhere, the other one will follow. If one's in trouble, then the other one's gonna go figure out what's going on. If the one needs help, the other one's gonna be there to help. Okay, so it's just, yeah, we got to be mindful. If you have a pool, you have any outside equipment that's older children related, that we know that older children can be by themselves for a little bit, especially if there's one parent that's present. And if you have multiple kids, we know that, hey, you know, they're 9-10 years old, they're gonna be all right until I get done doing what I need to do for them, and then I can come back and, you know, go from there. But make sure all of your equipment and stuff is locked up. Make sure your pools is covered. If you have a gate around your pool, make sure you do that. And this pool was in ground, and it didn't have no covering over it whatsoever. And from the looks of it, it seemed like it wasn't, I don't know if they were just coming out of the season or going into the season, but it looked really it looked unkept. Which I can understand from the mother's point of view. I have so much going on. I'm not trying to be worried about all that stuff. You know, you don't know what the situation is, but from the looks of the pool, it looks like they were just coming out of the season, and then, you know, it looked polluted. So we got to make sure we have coverings, you know, make sure we have our coverings over things like that, because, you know, kids, especially toddlers, they get into a lot of things. And, you know, with these kids, and I've seen a video where there was one, they was teaching toddlers how to swim, and they just jump in the water, you know, or they bend over and they putting their hand in and splashing, and they fall in. But yes, we have to be careful when it comes to these situations with children. But it's just a really, really sad story. If you guys have more time, you can look into it, read into it. But yeah, I believe that's all I have to say regarding this story. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you take care of yourself and take care of each other, all right?